Hi everyone, my name is Darius Ford and I'm recording this for our CRM 711 course. So I am recording this video to discuss two of the topics that was brought up within our Session 1 Assignment C. So first, I chose Wake Forest in the CRM program due to my background in healthcare and in infectious diseases. So as many of you know, I started out working at the hospital at WakeMed as a wound care tech. And from there, my passion grew and it led me into project management within the clinical research industry. So, when you start new jobs or if you start anything, you have to train. And a lot of jobs have guidelines or working guidelines or SOPs in place where you have to read and understand. But a lot of times we overlook those until we start to get into the actual groove of the job. So I thought, what better way to know clinical research a little bit better than getting a degree in it. So that's really what brought me here, is to have that validation and to really understand all of the aspects of clinical research, not just project management. So for example, last semester we did a ton of digging and learning about biostats and biostatistics. And that is a field that I previously didn't have a ton of experience in, but I knew was extremely important. And so that's just an example of how this program is useful to all of us because, although some of us may be experts in certain fields, you can never stop learning. So this is really a proof of that. So I'm excited to have been accepted and enrolled in this program for that reason. So what I want to do with a degree, I want to help small biotech companies start up, so small pharmaceutical companies. Many people know that the pharmaceutical world is ran by a few big major companies, and some people take issue with that. And I don't take an issue with it, but I would like to see smaller pharmaceutical companies grow as well, especially for the benefit of the community. Because I believe the more companies that are conducting clinical trials, the better, and the quicker we are to finding a cure to diseases that don't have a cure yet. So that's kind of my whys as to why I chose the program and what I choose to do with the degree. So as far as ethics, I don't have a ton of experience on the ethical side of things. However, I have dealt with submitting ICFs to IRBs and waiting for approvals and things of that nature. But I do want to touch on one issue that happened when I first started in the industry, and I was training and kind of shadowing this study, and it was brought to our attention that one of the PIs were falsifying the reports. They were omitting information where the subjects were having serious adverse events, and the PI was found to not be submitting the right terminology and the right data to our EDC system. So what that did was made our data or our numbers look better than they were because they were omitting really critical safety information. And as all of you know, safety is extremely important. So if there are subjects that have had serious adverse events, then everybody needs to know about it. And if you do not let the IRB know, and if you don't report this, then that is a serious violation, and it's extremely unethical. So needless to say, that study was shut down, and I'm not sure what happened with the PI because I was not a part of that actual study. I was just shadowing there, but that is something that came to mind. What I would do to prevent that, it's so hard to prevent unethical behavior, but I do think that there are things that we can put in place proactively to ensure that we are choosing the right PIs. So I think this is a perfect situation of making sure the sites that we select understand how important and how critical it is to have high ethics and high integrity. So that is kind of my idea of it as well. Not so much, responding to unethical behavior, but proactively trying to prevent it from happening. So I think a good way of doing that is making sure that we choose the right people to run these clinical trials, from the project manager to the PI or the board members that we choose at the IRB. So So I look forward to watching all of you guys' videos as well, and I hope to have a great semester with you all. Thank you.